I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning. It is Tuesday, February 13th, 2024. We welcome everyone here to our County Commission meeting. I guess we welcome those that are here in person. We also welcome those who might be listening or those that are streamlining. So glad to have people interested in Lincoln County government. First, community or public input on the agenda for today. Is there any public input? If not, I will go ahead and ask for a motion to approve the agenda.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Aaron, second by Landine. Is any discussion? If not, call the roll, Kristen.
Commissioner Aaron's.
Yes.
Commissioner Landine.
Yes.
Commissioner Schmidt.
Yes.
Commissioner Gibbon.
Yes, thank you. With that being said, I would now like public input on consent agenda items. Seeing none, can I ask for a motion for approval of consent agenda items?
Move to approve.
Second?
Motion by Aaron, second by Schmidt. Any discussion? Okay, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Aaron's.
Yes.
Commissioner Landine.
Yes.
Commissioner Schmidt.
Yes.
Commissioner Gibbon.
Yes. Thank you. Moving on to our regular business. Item number one. Sherry, is she here?
No, I can help with
Go
that.
ahead. Will you read it, please, Kristen, then?
Absolutely. So it is a public hearing to consider the following application for a temporary on-sale malt beverage license to operate outside of a municipality for the Lincoln County Fairgrounds Foundation, located at 34.12 acres in Northeast Quarter, including railroad property 29-99.51, Lincoln County, South Dakota, for a fundraiser on March 23rd, 2024.
Is the applicant here? Good morning. Please state your name and address.
Good morning, Wendy Sweeter. I am the board liaison for the Lincoln County Fairgrounds Foundation. This is for the fundraiser that we have held every March, and so this is our 5th annual Raising the Roof fundraiser, so.
And this is your annual one, which is what, the third or fourth that you've had?
5th time,
Which one?
this-
the 5th.
Is this the one that Commissioner Gibbon and I bought a $400 pie?
Yes.
We'd be a lot better off denying this financially, but
Well, the worst part about it, Mr. Chair, is I don't like sour cream raisin, and you took the whole pie. So,
all right. With that being said, are there any other ones that would like to speak in favor of it here? Opponents, proponents? Seeing none, is there a motion by the
Chair, I
commission?
move to approve the temporary.
Second.
Okay, motion by Smith, seconded by Aaron's. Is there any discussion? Okay, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Aaron's.
Yes.
Commissioner Landine.
Yes.
Commissioner Schmidt.
Yes.
Commissioner Gibbon.
Yes. Thank you. Second item, Kristen?
Yes, so this one is a board action to consider an application for a temporary on-sale liquor license to operate outside the municipality for the Good Earth Farm LLC for a special event to occur on April 26, 2024, located at Kroger's Edition, Tract 2C, Northwest 1/4, 289851.
Is the applicant here?
No, I did not ask for them to be here since it's not a public hearing on this one.
Okay. Is there some,
Is this for a fundraiser for Good Earth?
It is for a private event for a nonprofit education association is the information I was given.
okay, is there any public input on this? Okay, commissioners?
Have we done this prior? The reason I ask is, have we done this situation before for nonprofits, and I don't know the name of the nonprofit or what it's for.
I believe if I have this correctly, they were named Farm Family of the Year by, I'm not sure who it was.
Sioux Empire,
And I think-
farm family from the Sioux Falls Chamber, wasn't
Am
it?
I right on that, Kristen, or not?
So the only, yeah, that I don't know on that, I'm sorry. She just told me that it was a private event for a nonprofit education association is the information that I have on this particular one.
Okay. Any other items of
I'd
discussion by
like
this
to,
commission?
personally, I'd like to know always the nonprofit. I'm not saying anything against them, but in our political environment today, you never know what group that may be, and it may be that they could have some controversial situations, and I certainly don't want to get the county embroiled in something like that. So I would ask before we vote on this thing to find out what it is that this nonprofit does, and then we can vote on it. That's my own personal thing.
Any further discussion by this commission?
I'd table it until then.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes. I'm not asking for a motion yet, but go ahead, Mr. Commissioner Aaron's.
I just, we're going down a slippery slope if we're going to
Yep.
approve or disapprove these applications on the basis of who the organization is. However, I would support tabling it because the applicant isn't here. And also, the other reason it should be tabled is because they didn't properly fill out the application. They left the box open on the application as to whether or not they've ever been convicted of a felony. They didn't check the yes or no box. I'm sure they're probably people all in good standing, but you gotta fill the application out properly. So for those two reasons, I would support tabling it.
Mr.
Okay.
Chair, I'll make that motion
Okay.
to
Seeing-
table this
Okay,
until,
we have a motion by Schmidt to table it. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Aaron's. Any discussion?
we should table that until,
Okay.
when our next meeting is on the 27th.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want that part of your
Yeah,
motion?
I'd table this until the 27th.
Okay, very good. I guess no other discussion by this commission? Go ahead, call the roll, Kristen.
Commissioner Aaron's.
Yes.
Commissioner Landine.
Yes.
Commissioner Schmidt.
Yes.
Commissioner Gibbon.
Yes, motion carried. Next, item number 3, Wendy?
Wendy Sweeter, Lincoln County 4-H Youth Program Advisor. This is our memorandum of understanding with SDSU. This is an annual memorandum of understanding. All the counties do this with SDSU, and as far back as I can see on my computer, I have one that goes back to at least 2014.
Any questions for Wendy? Okay, public input on this matter. Okay, seeing none, I guess,
Move to approve.
okay,
Second.
thank you. Commissioner Aaron's has a motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Lambdine. Go ahead, any other discussion? Okay, Kristen, go ahead.
Commissioner Aaron's.
Yes.
Commissioner Landine.
Yes.
Commissioner Schmidt.
Yes.
Commissioner Gibbon.
Yes. Item number 4, board action to award the bid for the 2024 stripping project. Terry Floyd?
Good morning, Commissioners. Terry Floyd, Highway Department. I have before you this morning, board action to award the bid for the 2024 striping project. We bid this, again, I think I told you maybe a week or two ago, that we went together as a regional group of counties, and we bid this striping project. I'm looking to get that awarded today. We had 2 bidders for the project, Dakota Traffic Services and Traffic Solutions were the only 2 bidders we had. It was a very close bid. I think they were about like $80,000 apart, is all $70,000. So My recommendation is gonna be to award the bid to Dakota Traffic Services, for the amount of $128,281.30 is what their bid was for Lincoln County.
Okay, you heard the recommendation by Terry. Any public input on this matter? Commissioners, do I,
Move for approval, Mr.
Motion.
Chair.
motion by Schmidt,
Second.
second by Aaron's. Any discussion?
Terry, I see the bids came in really close, and I'm also happy that both of these companies appear to be Lincoln County.
Yes, correct. So if you look at the breakdown of the bid, so basically, with 13 counties doing it, each county gets their own specific bid. But the price overall for the project was the determining factor for who gets the bid for it. And it's just kind of, you look through the breakdown of it in the counties, and you would think mobilization would be pretty minimal, but it is compared to other projects, but it just, I don't know. I think it's kind of a weird thing for what MOBs are for us and other counties, but it's fine.
Terry, how many counties were involved in this?
13, I believe.
13,
Yep.
all in the southeast district, kinda?
Yeah, I think we went up, Moody County, Brookings County might have been in it. Went out as far west as Bonhomme. I think Charles Mix too, maybe, was on it, all the way down to Yankton. So, yeah.
Do you see this as a possibility of doing more than just how you're doing striping? But do you see more collaboration on a multi-county
Yeah.
type bid?
Yeah, so this year, we have our Microsurface project that's out to bid right now. And we are with 5 other counties, that are doing a regional bid on that as well. I think it's all the way up Cottington County maybe, all the way down south, us, a little bit out west. So, we're hoping to get better prices, for an overall, quantities on the project. I mean, MOBs are still gonna be, probably what they would be otherwise, but, so.
Well,
But so we'll open those bids next week for that
but
project.
that's a good trend. I like
Yeah.
this, yeah.
Yep, yeah. I mean, as long as the counties can come together and agree upon, specs for projects, and I think maybe some of the counties do it a little bit different, but even at that, the quantities, the important quantities are gonna be, what you're looking at getting, for pricing, so,
Well, if this works, you got potential to do even more and more, and
yep.
if it saves money,
Yeah.
that's the name of the game, I guess, okay.
And Terry, just the other thing to point out, I know you pointed out a good fact about there being $80,000 difference between the two companies with regard to the overall project. Just so folks out in the public know, there was only a $4,000 difference between, for the Lincoln County particular one. So it
Correct.
seems like these companies are coming in with pretty tight bids.
Yep. And I'll say, with other bids we've been having over the last few years, I mean, this is probably the closest one we've had. I mean, we've had, I think one of our bids last year for our, Becker Bridge project, having a couple of bridges tore out, I think that was 150,000 apart or something like that, but, it's good to get competitive bids, and we were really looking on this striping project for those two. I mean, there's really one other company, it's in our region here, kinda, but they didn't bid, so.
Okay.
So, how many, just forgive me, but how many miles did we do in 2023? Do you recall?
I would have to look up the exact numbers, because I know so 2023, we were under, the DOT program yet. So, 2020, so we had some carryover from 2022 and 2023, so we had a lot more miles done last year, than probably we would have anticipated, just for the fact that with the DOT program, they were falling so far behind, just because the DOT couldn't facilitate, getting plans out and getting it to bid in a timely manner. But fortunately, last year, the DOT didn't go to bid on their 23 project until July, August of last year. And that striping, that entire project got completed as it was in 2023. But we had carryover from 2022 for some retrace that happened in the spring of last year from the previous year's project. So, and I think that's one of the reasons that the DOT it kind of came to the counties and said, hey, maybe you guys can do a better job at facilitating this and making this happen, you know. And it just due to the short staffing that they have at the DOT too. They can't find help either, so.
Okay, thank you.
Mr.
Do I have a motion?
Move to approve to the lowest bidder as per Terry's recommendation.
Okay, we have a motion by Aaron's. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Landine. Any discussion? Okay, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Aaron's.
Yes.
Commissioner Landine.
Yes.
Commissioner Schmidt.
Yes.
Commissioner Gibbon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, I guess, opportunity for public comment for items that are non-agenda items. Okay, seeing none, I guess, commissioners, is there anybody who'd like to report on any doings this past week, month?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
since it's the legislature is on, we've been following several bills that affect counties. So if you don't mind, I'll run through quickly. SB 17 is a modified for residency purposes. You got to be at 180 days now. SB 18, the Secretary of State can now show and work with your voter registrations or expand the access to them. The
What does that
SB,
mean, expand access to?
well, I
that?
mean, people have greater access to who your voting rolls are.
Okay,
SB 20 is a bill that talks about threatening or intimidation election officials and election workers on repercussions on that. Senate Bill 221 or 218 deals with eminent domain and its limitations. And how that's ever going to filter through, we don't know, but I mean, that's the major topic. House Bill 1007 deals with veteran service officers becoming state employees. SB 39, SB 57, and I don't know if Ernie's bill is in here, but anyway, it deals with payment for legal fees for prisoners, indigent care, and how that affects commissioners. And House Bill 1258 deals with carbon pipelines and making that not a common carrier. I think the issue is always pipelines and their regulations that they have classified carbon as a common carrier. This one would not make them a common carrier. Those are just a few of the things that are dealing with. They've got pages of stuff that's going on, but these are some of the things that are going to affect this county, and as they deliberate, I don't know where all that's going to go, so.
okay, thank you. Any other commissioners have anything to report?
Yeah, Commissioner Gibbon.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, myself and Commissioner Schmidt met with the McKinneys last week. I won't go into the specifics of what the discussions were, but it was a good meeting, and we had an opportunity to sit down and talk with them and discuss the important issue of the driveway for the courthouse. And just wanted to give you an update on that, as well as the public, to let you know that talks continue, and we just look forward to continue talking with them.
Thank you. Any other commissioners have a report on anything?
Yep, just real briefly, we had our user group meetings last Friday. We were at the Architect at JLG all morning, and then came down here to Canton for further meetings with the Sheriff's Office and State's Attorney's Office, just further developing the plans for the interior of the new courthouse.
Okay, thank you. I know Commissioner Poppins and I attended a meeting this past week in regard to interest off the Canton exit, the industrial park there, about someone possibly looking into locating in that vicinity. Of course, this is very early yet, and I guess we'll see what progresses. There are other sites that they are also looking at, so when we know more information, we'll share that. All right, I guess that's all. Is there anything for executive session today, Mr. DeGroot?
Yes, under subsection,
Okay, under what item?
under subsection 3 and 4.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Excuse me, under subsections 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Chairman, I make a motion to go into executive session under subsections 3 and 4.
Okay, motion by Aaron's, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Landine. Any discussion? Any public input? Okay, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Aaron's,
Yes.
Commissioner Landine,
Yes.
Commissioner Schmidt,
Yes.
Commissioner Gibbon.
Yes. Motion carried. Okay, motion by Schmidt, second by Aaron's, to come out of executive session. Any discussion? Kristen, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Aaron's,
Yes.
Commissioner Landine,
Yes.
Commissioner Schmidt,
Yes.
Commissioner Gibbon.
Yes. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn on voice vote.
Second.
Motion by Aaron's, second by
Second.
Landine. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Aaron's.
Yes.
Commissioner Landine,
Yes.
Commissioner Schmidt,
Yes.
Commissioner Gibbon.
Yes. Meeting adjourned.